Imagine this, you're suffering today, but what if we told you the pain doesn't come from what's happening, it comes from how you see it? That's right. Two people can face the same situation, one drowns in despair, while the other uses it as fuel to rise. What's the difference? It's all about perception. Suffering isn't tied to events, it's born from the stories your mind spins. So, if you're ready to overcome suffering, transform pain, and unlock the hidden power of your mind, stick with us, we're about to dive into how you can stop creating your own misery and start building a stronger you. Let's picture a rejection. You could think, I'm not enough, I'll never be loved, I'm always left behind. Or you could flip it, this wasn't meant for me, and now I've got room for something better. Same moment, two totally different takes, one traps you in pain, the other sets you free. Here's the secret, the hurt isn't the reality, it's the narrative you've built around it. Your mind has this incredible, sneaky power to shape your suffering. Keywords to chew on: how to overcome suffering, shift your mindset, heal your thoughts. But here's the catch, most of us see the world through our deepest wounds. If you felt abandoned, you'll spot rejection everywhere. If insecurity haunts you, you'll sense attacks where there are none. Your perception gets twisted by the baggage you haven't unpacked. Fact 1, you don't suffer because of what happens, you suffer because of what it means to you. Think about losing a job. One person might call it the end of the road, another sees it as a fresh start. The event's the same, it's the lens that changes everything. Ready to transform your pain? Start here, when something stings, ask yourself, what story am I telling myself? Is this as bad as I think? Am I blowing it out of proportion? Can I look at it differently? Dig for the lesson buried in the hurt. If it's breaking you, what's it trying to show you about yourself? Train your brain with cognitive reframing. Swap, this is the worst thing ever, for, this is the wake-up call I needed. Keywords: personal growth, life lessons, rise above pain. Here's a game changer, stop taking everything so personally. A lot of our suffering comes from making things too serious. Not every setback is an attack. Not every no is a sign you're worthless. Drop the need to figure it all out right away. Sometimes, pain is just resistance to the unknown. We obsess over, why is this happening, and exhaust ourselves. Try this, see your life like a movie. Step back, watch it unfold without getting tangled up in the emotions. You'll realize it's all temporary, and you get to choose how much it weighs you down. When you start doing this, something wild happens, you stop being a puppet to your own mind. Criticism doesn't crush you anymore, losses don't feel like the apocalypse, and challenges? They turn into stepping stones. But there's more, the biggest root of suffering is clinging to things you can't control. Want to know how to break free from that and stop pain from owning you? Keep going. Break free from clinging to the uncontrollable. If there's one thing that keeps us stuck in suffering, it's our obsession with controlling what we can't. We want people to act how we expect, plans to go perfectly, life to bend to our will. But here's the raw truth, life doesn't owe you a thing. The sooner you embrace that, the sooner you're free. We latch on to people, situations, ideas, and when reality doesn't match up, it stings. That sting. It's not from life, it's from fighting what is. Fact 1, the harder you try to control, the more you hurt. Look at your own life, how many times have you stressed over someone not changing, even though you begged them to? How often has a failed plan sent you spiraling? The pain isn't in what happened, it's in pushing against what's real. People don't shift because you want them to, they shift when they're ready. Plans don't always work out, but that doesn't mean they can't turn out even better. Uncertainty is baked into life, rejecting it just amplifies the ache. So, how do you let go and stop suffering? Accept that you can't control it all. Life's unpredictable, no matter how much you plan, surprises will hit. Flow with it instead of fighting it. Figure out what you can control, not others, but how you react, not what happens, but how you frame it. Pour your energy into what's yours to handle and release the rest. Let go without fear. We cling because we think we'll lose happiness without it, but real joy doesn't hinge on anything outside you. Keywords: release control, embrace life, emotional freedom. Ditch living in rigid expectations and start living in acceptance. Hard-set hopes breed frustration. Instead of demanding things go your way, roll with what comes and adapt. Try this mindset: whatever's meant to be will be. It's not giving up, it's trusting things fall into place. Know this: everything's fleeting. Today's pain is tomorrow's memory. Write down what's stressing you out, split it into what I can control and what I can't. You'll see most of it's beyond your grip. Commit to letting go of what you can't change. When you release control, something amazing clicks, anxiety fades, you feel lighter, and life starts flowing naturally. Test this out: for a week, when things don't go as planned, say out loud, "This is what it is, I accept it, I move on." Want to control someone? Remind yourself they've got their own path. List what you're holding on to and ask, what if I just let it go? Each night, check in: how free was I from needing control today? You'll feel life get easier, not because it's perfect, but because you've stopped battling the inevitable. But here's the next layer: letting go of the outside isn't enough, you've got to tame what's inside too. If your emotions run wild, suffering sticks around, no matter what. Let's tackle that next. Master your emotions, don't let them master you. Suffering isn't just about what's out there, it's how you handle what's in here. Your emotions can be your biggest allies or your worst enemies. Let them run the show, and they'll drag you into impulsive reactions and endless pain loops. Master them, and you become unshakable. Ignore your inner chaos, and it'll lash out as unchecked anger, paralyzing fear, or heavy sadness. Face it, understand it, and you stop being its prey. Fact 1: you're not your emotions, you're the one watching them. Picture this: your emotions are like waves in a stormy sea. Get swept up, and you'll sink. Learn to ride them, and you'll glide through. That's the power of emotional mastery. Anxiety isn't the issue, it's fighting it. Fear's not the villain, it's how you read it. Sadness isn't the end, it's a nudge that something needs your attention. How do you stop being their slave? Watch them without merging into them. Feel anxiety or anger? Say, "I'm feeling this, but it's not me." Stepping back gives you the reins. Ask, "Where's this coming from? Is it that big a deal? What if I don't react right now?" Rewire your self-talk: trade "I can't handle this" for "this'll pass, and I've got this." Dig deeper: if something keeps hurting, it's not just the moment, it's what it stirs up. What old wound is this poking? Keywords: manage emotions, inner peace, emotional strength. Breathe with purpose: inhale for 4, hold, exhale for 6. It tells your brain, no danger here. Right before you react, putting it on paper shrinks it down. Channel it: turn anger into a workout, anxiety into a walk, sadness into art. Don't let it fester. Try this: for a week, jot down every big emotion, what triggered it, how you reacted, how you could have switched it up. Before snapping, count to 10, breathe deep. If it's still there, then choose your move. Name it: this is fear, and its grip weakens. Gratitude daily shifts your focus off pain. When you master your emotions, no one can rattle you. Problems don't swamp you like before. Your mind clears, decisions sharpen, and peace holds steady, even in chaos. But there's more: to ditch suffering, you've got to stop playing the victim. Let's hit that next. Ditch the victim role and take charge. Suffering drags on when you cling to the idea that the world owes you, that life's unfair, that circumstances cage you. That mindset locks you in your own story. The second you stop pointing fingers and grab the wheel, you're free. No one's swooping in to save you, and that's a gift. The power's yours, you don't need a rescuer when you can be your own hero. Fact 1, waiting for rescue keeps you hurting. The world's not out to get you, expecting it to fix you just ties you to frustration. Happiness isn't anyone's job but yours. Victimhood feeds on, I'm powerless, life's against me, I need others to lift me up. But look at people who've turned it around, they stopped waiting and started doing. They didn't lean on the world owing them, they owned their path. How do you break it? Rewrite your inner script. Catch yourself saying, this always happens, I'm never lucky, people let me down. Flip it, I choose my response, I can shift this, my past doesn't rule me. Pinpoint where you feel stuck, where do I feel trapped? What keeps repeating? What am I always griping about? Own what you can, not others, but your reactions, not the past, but what you do with it, not every hurdle, but how you rise above. Quit craving outside validation, stop waiting for fairness or applause. Focus on what you can do for you. Keywords: take control, empower yourself, break free. Act now, even small, tweak a habit, learn a skill, decide something you've dodged. Ditch excuses for solutions. Ask, is this a real block, or just a story I tell? For a week, write 3 spots you feel victimized, then how you'll take charge in each. Act on 1. You'll feel stronger, relationships lighten up, no more leaning on others for joy and challenges. You'll bounce back faster. But there's a higher gear, when you find a purpose bigger than your pain, suffering stops eating you alive. Let's wrap with that. Find a purpose bigger than your pain. Pain's unavoidable, but some ride it out better. Why? They've got a purpose giving it meaning. Without one, every bump's a backbreaker. With it, pain's a teacher, not a jailer. It's not about dodging hurt, it's about turning it into strength and wisdom. Think of anyone tough you admire. Most hit hard times but used them to grow. They found a reason to push on, something that made sense of it all. This isn't about chasing pain, it's seeing the chance in it. If it's swallowing you, ask, what can this teach me? Where's it pushing me to grow? How can I turn this into help for others? A clear purpose makes pain a challenge, not a curse. You stop being a victim and start being a builder of your life. How do you find it? What fires you up, what makes time vanish, lights you up? Your pain's a compass, wounds often point to meaning. Been left behind? Maybe you're here to lift others. Beat big odds. Inspire those still climbing. Start small, test it, dip in, grow into it. Hang with people who found their why, ditch the complainers. Stay open, your purpose shifts as you do. Keywords: find your purpose, turn pain into power, live with meaning. When you've got it, pain's no punishment, it's a growth shot. You toughen up, knowing every test has a point. You connect deeper with life, shedding the victim skin. Purpose turns suffering into insight, struggle into progress. You don't just stop hurting, you start thriving. Wrap up, pain as your path to power. Suffering's part of the deal, but it doesn't own you. Every scar, snag, and sting is a doorway to becoming more. Don't run from it, see it fresh. Those who rise above didn't skip pain, they outgrew it. They found a purpose, rewrote their tale, and took the reins. There's no light without dark, no growth without grit, that's where your strength hides. If suffering's got you now, you're not alone, and you're not stuck. Let pain guide you, to who you are, to what you're here for. It's not, why me? It's, how can I use this to become my best? Answer that, and pain's not a burden, it's your greatest coach.